5:14 right now. Myrtle Beach, sometimes referred to, and for good reason, the mini golf capital of the world. But right now, the Americans with Disabilities Act is forcing some changes to every miniature golf course. Advocates are now trying to make courses more handicap accessible. ADA regulations say that half of the holes need to be wheelchair accessible and the slope has to be lower than a certain grade. Some local miniature golf course owners say the stipulations are ridiculous and will simply cost too much money to make all the changes. John Stack is the general manager of Mount Atlanticus, an ADA compliant course, but he says he does understand why some other course owners are a bit frustrated.
It's a lot of trouble and a lot of money spent, but if that's a government regulation, then we live by regulations. You know, we feel like we have to do it. We want to make everybody happy as possible, but sometimes there are just situations that are just a little over our head.
Unfortunately, there is not a grandfather clause for this portion of the ADA regulation, so regardless of when it was built, every miniature golf course must be compliant.
Well, Myrtle Beach is known for its miniature golf courses. The city's often called the mini golf mecca, but new standards could mean those golf courses have to make major changes or else face hefty lawsuits. Monique Blair, live for us in Myrtle Beach tonight with information on why people in wheelchairs could have more of an opportunity to hit those mini golf links.
The American with Disabilities Act gave all miniature golf courses a March 15th deadline so they could make changes to their courses to become more accessible to people in wheelchairs. Now, many of the golf course owners I talked to are holding their breath, worrying they're going to get hit with a lawsuit. But they say the ADA is just asking for too much.
Thank goodness at Mount Atlanticus we made those preparations early, and we're ready for them.
Mount Atlanticus doesn't have to worry about the ADA's new standard requiring at least 50% of all holes at mini golf courses to be wheelchair accessible, because it has been wheelchair accessible since it opened 14 years ago.
It excites us, you know, to put those people out here who would normally have to wait in the lobby or whatever and let the family go out and have fun and them not be a part.
John Stack is the general manager at Mount Atlanticus. He says he can understand why many courses in the area aren't in a hurry to make the ADA mandated changes.
My Christian compassion says do it, you know, because we want everybody to be a part. But then sometimes, you know, on the other side, it does seem to be asking a lot of, you know, of a place to put this in after it's been built for 3, 5, 7, 10, 15 years.
The ADA standard states the slope on the play area cannot be steeper than 1.48 inches. One course owner who did not want to talk on camera told me he'd have to gut almost his entire mini golf course to become compliant, a project that would cost him not only a lot of money in construction, but also in the amount of money he'd lose from shutting down his business at the bulk of summer.
Now, right now, the ADA says it's not necessarily doing anything to actively seek out those courses that aren't compliant, but if a complaint is made, they will have to investigate. I'm live in Myrtle Beach. Monique Blair, W.M.B.F. News.